RITV going to wind up axing this morning. I'll be asking Fleet Street icon Kelvin McKenzie. But first, the number of Brits who claim benefits without having to work rose by 50,000 last month alone, meaning that the total figure is up to 2.2 million people. Ministers are said to be alarmed at the sudden rise, and in his speech at Tory conference, the PM promised to act.
We must end the national scandal where our benefit system declares that more than 2 million people of working age are incapable of actually doing any. That's not conservative. That's not compassionate. That must change.
Indeed, the government are looking at reforming the assessment system through which people can be signed off sick. However, the charity Disability Rights UK said the proposed changes are less to do with helping disabled people into work than a cynical attempt to impose conditionality and to reduce benefit payments. Let's get reaction from top entrepreneur and star of the Channel 4 hit The Secret Millionaire, Mike Greene. Mike, you're a self-made man with a rags to riches story. Do you think Britain has a work ethic problem?
I do, and it's quite sickening. It was interesting there to hear Rishi talk about it as a scandal, and what's more disappointing is after 13 years of the Tories being in, he's talking about it as if it's an outcome of someone else's party that needs to be addressed. I think, for me, everyone would supporting the people who can't work or need support. The problem is we're supporting a lot of people with benefits. Why is it called benefits? It shouldn't be a benefit. It's a sick note. It's a fraud benefit, if you like, that these people are getting, because many of them are frauds. They are absolutely taking the mickey and boasting about it down the pubs sometimes. We've got many people who need help, but there's many, many more who are just exploiting the easy system that the UK creates for them.
And in fact, getting up in the morning, going out to work, putting in a shift, it's not just good for the economy, it's good for the person involved, good for your health, your mental health and your physical health.
Yeah, I was once having a conversation with a doctor from Cornwall, and he said, I'm a terrible GP. I get lots of complaints about me. And I said, why is that? Then he said, well, because sometimes people come in, they say they're a bit down, they're a bit depressed, they haven't got any energy. And he said, I write them a prescription, then they get really angry. I said, why is that? He said, because I write walk an hour a day or get some fresh air. They're sitting at home watching Jeremy Kyle, getting depressed. They need to get out, get to work, get their body moving, contribute to society that they want to benefit from. And we've got too many people that are black belts in benefit fraud that are exploiting our country.
Well, indeed. Listen, Mike, welfare is important for those who are unable to work. My heart goes out to them. That is why we pay our taxes. But for many others, it's a trap, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And I think I agree with you. Everyone agrees with you that the people who can't work, that are really suffering, need help. We want to look after them. But people who are on sick or long-term sick or different reasons for not working has gone up 62% in the last 10 years. It's now at a level where we just cannot support it. Yeah. And it won't be long at this rate before we'll have more people being supported than we have got working. In fact, they're probably already there if we look at the different age groups in that. It's just not sustainable, Mark.
Indeed, this is an important cultural change that needs to happen. It's not just policy, is it, that it pays to work, but the attitude to work has got to change. It's different in America, isn't it, where most people do go out to work and put a shift in?
Well, and there's just less benefits. I mean, what I feel really sad is there's lots of people at the lower level of income, and many in retail, in hospitality, in support services, who are working hard, working full time and not being able to afford to live, literally having to sofa surf, even though they're working hard. I think we should be looking to put funds into paying them a more livable wage. But those that can work and don't work, I think we should make it more painful, because we shouldn't make it easy for people to sponge off the system.
My thanks to top entrepreneur, former Brexit Party candidate Mike Greene. Mike, will catch up shortly.